I have been in a perpetual tizzy over the past few weeks, much of it courtesy of Clinton versus Trump, but even more has been a function of so many in the press deciding it is their job to ensure that Donald Trump gets no closer to the White House than his new underbooked hotel just down the block. Tonight, I am fixated on another grievance with some reporters and anchors, those who choose not to vote because they say they can't be even-handed if they cast a ballot. Really? Here's my favorite nighttime anchor, at least until I heard him say this to Howard Stern.
I don't think I'm going to vote. I don't think reporters should vote.
That
you
is
don't
insane.
vote? That's like you're not a citizen.
A lot of reporters don't vote.
Who does it? What reporter do you know that doesn't vote?
It's a thing.
It's a thing? Well, it's a thing with me that smart adults who happen to be journalists think they can play fair if they don't vote, but can't if they do, meaning that no voting means no opinions, no biases. Part of your job is to simply keep them to yourself. But Cooper's not alone. Jake Tapper, remember, asked by Kurt Schilling last week to speak for all Jews. He refused to do that, and he refuses to vote, too.
I don't vote in races I cover.
And one of the great PBS anchors, Jim Lehrer, also didn't vote. Your blood pressure rising? Mine is. And who do you check in with every morning to see who's going to win on November 8th? That's right. 538's Nate Silver tells us how everyone else is voting, but he's not part of the everyone else. But the most ridiculous of the non-voting journalists through the years, and maybe the most cited, is Leonard Downey Jr. He's the former executive editor of the Washington Post. When he worked at the paper, he didn't vote. Wait, it's even worse. Get this. He didn't vote even after he left the paper saying, quote, "I just don't feel ready to vote in this election." Well, here's what I say. My head hurts. Let me add one caveat. I understand not voting in some primaries in states where you have to choose a Democratic or Republican ballot to vote, thus making public your party preference. But in a final election, no such selection needs to be made. So here's my suggestion to journalists thinking of not exercising their franchise on November 8th so that they can be fair. Get over yourselves and vote. What do you think? Email us, tweet us, share your thoughts.